Welcome to the Cruise TV Canada, the show that highlights the stories and people behind some of the most amazing rides on the road. I'm your host, Stephanie Mistoria, and in this episode, we're taking you to the Incline Events charity car show at the Gaslight District in Cambridge, Ontario. Dan Klein started this event when he was just 16 years old with the goal of raising money for Cambridge Memorial Hospital. We catch up with Dan as he shows us a special 2008 Bugatti Veyron, highlighting the quality of vehicles that attend this show. Morning Meat's founder, Matt Collier, shows us his Alfa Romeo 4C and tells us about his unique community of car lovers and how they support the local car show and charity scene. Finally, Kevin Zimick, dealer principal for Cambridge Ford and a returning guest from Season 1, brought multiple cars to support the event and gave us a special look at his Generation 3 Ford GT. Stay tuned, this is the Cruise TV Canada.
Hey guys, my name is Daniel Klein from Incline Events. This is GDCS 2025. I'm an 18-year-old student who came here from Cambridge, just lived down the road. And I started this at 15. It's been 3 years in the making. It's just year 3. It grows every year. The community just keeps adding and adding to it. It just gets better and better and better. I think I was asked how this was started. Actually, funny enough, it was my dad who just said, I'm sick of driving to Toronto all the time. I don't want to put mileage on my car. How about you host the show? And I thought about it for a sec. I hesitated. I was like, why not? Let's do it. And I just went for it. So I had a friend who was working here in the Gaslight District, and I pitched them the idea, and they were generous enough to donate the space to me. And what I did is I networked. I went to shows. I met owners. I used Instagram. I used social media, posting, DMing, building kind of like an overall idea for the show. And then that grew into year 1, which grew into year 2, which is now where lead us to where we are. So this year, I tried to section it up a bit. So we got some Italian cars as part of the Italian cars. We got this absolutely beautiful Veyron, who's actually owned by Simon Cowell before it was here. And we kind of brought it up. So we have some silver sections. And I try to curate kind of what goes where in the layout of the car, instead of kind of having it like the good old boring. Kind of keeps it interesting, keeps it more visually appealing. Try to differentiate the show to make it more interesting. Yeah, we actually have also a lot of raffles. So we have some awesome donations, such as tickets to Jays games. We have a signed jersey. We have hotel stays from the Langdon Hall. So many different things. We also have deals going on at the pizzeria here locally. Special deals that go and add to charity work. We have live music. We have sponsor booths. We even have like small mini arcade games to win prizes outside at my booth, personal booth. So yeah. So we are raising money for the CMH Foundation. That is the Cambridge Memorial Hospital that is locally here down in Cambridge. Growing up, I was very prone to pneumonia, and which made me very prone to just general sicknesses. So I visited a lot as a kid, having different things, staying there for weeks at a time. We even called it my home away of home when I was really young. So when this idea came about, of course, the cars came first, but then I said, okay, well, if I'm already doing this, I want it to mean something. I'm not gonna just do this for myself, right? So it was like a no-brainer for me right away. I wanted to give back to CMH. I also heard that they were recently fundraising for a MRI machine, and those things are very, very expensive and are actually not government funded. So someone had to do something, and I know many great people in my community already were, so I wanted to be part of that. And it was kind of like a natural thing, bring cars, something I love, bring something that I care for, and mix it with the community, and it just turns into this.
This is the 3rd annual Gaslight Car Show, and we're so happy that Daniel keeps choosing CMH as his charity of choice. It's a lovely day. Here today, we're on-site raising money for priority equipment needs at Cambridge Memorial Hospital, because 100% of the equipment in the hospital is funded through community support, and that includes events like this or direct donations to the hospital. So examples of priority equipment at CMH are little and big items, so things like wheelchairs and stretchers to mattresses and beds. So all of that is funded through community support, whether that's a big MRI machine or a new CAT scan unit. Every little bit adds up. So whether it's a piece of equipment that's $100 or several $100,000, that's the money we raise for the hospital. And I really love this event because it lets you come and dream about fun cars you can drive, whether that's a Mercedes or a Porsche, or even just come and look at the ones that complement your outfit, like this beautiful red car beside me. If you want to support our hospital, you can go to cmhfoundation.ca, or if you want to support your local hospital foundation, you can look for the one closest to you.
I mean, I think it's undeniably, I mean, of course, I am biased because I'm in the car community, but I think undeniably the car community is the most generous community. These people are taking not only times out of their very, very busy days, happily, and not only are they're organizing people to drive their own personal cars, people here with 3, 4, even 9 cars, but they're here and they're happy to do it. That's the biggest thing. They reach out, they help me connect me with other people. They help me get sponsorships. They help donate these items. And I know I've repeated this, but they're happy to do it. And I don't think I've seen that in other communities where you mention something and they jump at you, and they help you and they just want to help. Everyone wants to help. And of course, people help in different ways, but everyone wants to add in their piece. And if it means they just bring 1 car or they bring 5, or even if they just connect me to 1 more person, those connections spread out. And that's how I really make this reach a good amount of people. And that turns into more money for the hospital. And of course, more people out to enjoy it. So my goal, obviously, with Incline Events is it's going to be a fully charitable business and brand, should I say, is what is the goal. So the goal with this is long-term is to be able to create this name, create this trust, and spread it out towards more charities to, again, end up raising more money. So I'm just able to go out and either reach into different cities, maybe find other venues here in the city and kind of spread out to different communities. So obviously here we're targeting the exotic community. Maybe Incline could be grown into the American or more muscle or even motorcycle community and reach out to different cities, target audiences. So that's why I wanted to build a brand to be able to extend it and create that quality and name to be able to bring the most money we can to charity and make people know that they can trust. If you see Incline, you know it's a good event.
Hi, it's Faisal Suziwala here. I'm at the Gaslight District in Cambridge, Ontario, here to raise some funds for the Cambridge Memorial Hospital. We have a fantastic collection of cars, a lot from the local residents of Cambridge, Kitchener, and Waterloo. So we're here to support the hospital. Last year, we were at the Guelph show, which was for the Big Brothers and the Big Sisters. And the whole mandate for us is to get all the car guys together. We're all passionate about cars. We're also passionate about the community, raising awareness for where there is need. And whenever we can, you know, hospitals or any social needs, that's where we want to be. So here we have a 328 GTS 1987. So a lot of people confuse this with Magnum's car, which was the 308, but this is the next generation. What I was doing here was getting matching cars. So I've got the 328 here. Then I have the 2006 red on tan as well, 430. And then we have the F8 here, which was a recent acquisition, which was also a red on tan. So obviously a Ferrari collector here, and I'm very passionate about these cars specifically. So as a car community, we're all passionate about our cars, but we're so passionate about the community and what good we can do within the community. We love to have your support. When you hear about one of these car shows, please come out, join us, give as much or as little as you can, but it's just a good way to come out and support the communities where there's a lot of need.
My name is Matt Collier. I'm the founder and organizer of Morning Meets. This is my 2017 Alfa Romeo 4C Spider. Today you join me at the Gaslight District Charity Car Show. It's a real staple for me. I really enjoy what they do, so I'm glad the sun is shining. We're able to come out and support. So Morning Meets is a private community for sports and supercar owners. We bring people together for the right reason. You know, Morning Meets was founded out of a need to promote the right kind of events and a positive influence on the car community. You know, you see a Ferrari driving down the street and there's often negative connotations associated with that. We wanted to make a bit of a difference. So initially we started by simply sharing what we were considering as to be the right kind of events, which initially led then to people saying, okay, well, when is your event going to be? So we set up an application for what we call the membership. And ever since then, we do pretty much 2 events per weekend, you know, whether that be a driving event, a social event, give people a real opportunity to use their car. A lot of these vehicles get stored away in a garage for 6 months of the year. So let's make the most of the summers that we have. So far this year, we've done 35 events. And again, that covers everything from cruises, track days, tours, social events, workshops, you name it, we do it. We love giving back to the community. So today we brought down 35 cars in a convoy, early morning sunrise drive. That's our kind of thing. Try and stay away from the crowds. Don't attract crowds. We find that, again, people start to show off. They do silly things. So we really try and have a positive influence where we can and come and support things like this. You know, it's amazing when the communities, Morning Meets and others alike can come together for a charitable occasion. There's often overlap and that's a wonderful thing. So we're excited to be here. So this is my 2017 Alfa Romeo 4C Spider. I picked it up back in March. I came from an NB Miata of all things. Coming from the UK, I love UK car brands. I really, really wanted a Lotus Elise, but with what I do for a living with Morning Meets means that often my hands are full. I can't be shifting gears. I needed something with a sequential box, which initially led me to looking at Lotus Aboras, but there weren't any for sale at the time. And a good friend of mine had a 4C Coupe. I followed him around in my Miata for a couple nights and went, oh my goodness, I think I need one of those. So I went and checked one out and it was kind of a love at first sight. As a taller guy, it's hard to fit into some of these smaller cars, but I got into this and it fit like a glove. So ever since then, I put 24,000 kilometers on it since March, which is a lot. I think I'm probably going to be the highest mileage 4C in the world when I'm done with it. I plan to keep this car for 3 years if I can. A little basic information on the car. It's probably the only car sub 100 grand in the used market that has a full carbon fiber tub. It was a bit of a selling point to me because I love lightweight cars. It's a 1.75 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine, which is really bizarre because you pair it with all this lightweight technology and then they remove the power steering so it doesn't have that to keep it lightweight again. And then you strap a big single turbo to it. It becomes a bit of a handful. I love it. It's got a huge amount of personality. And it's been super, super reliable so far. It's a funny story, actually. The The car was previously owned by our club, which is another automotive social club in Toronto. I didn't know that when I got the car. And then I actually went to our club the next day without realizing. There was a social event there I was invited to. I took the car along and everyone went outside and went, "Oh, it's the old car," which was a scary moment. It was like, that's either a really good thing or a really bad thing. But it's nice that it has that tie back to the community. This car has always been about letting other people get in it and experience it. I've lost count of how many people have been in this car now. We just recently started doing track days, and throughout one day, I might take 20 people in the car. I just got back from Drive for Smiles last weekend. Again, probably another 20 kids in the car then. It's probably well over 100 people in this car this summer, and I like to keep it that way. It's been a really special thing to be able to give it back. I never thought I'd be in a position to have this car, so to be able to share that with others and really involve them has been very, very special. So if you want to find Morning Meets, we're online at morningmeets.ca or morningmeets.com, whatever floats your boat. We're also on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, we're on it. If you'd like to join Morning Meets, you need to do that through our website, the application button there. If you do so, we'll get back to you kind of within 24 hours. And if you're approved, amazing, we'll get you into our portal and we go from there, and we'll see you on the road.
My name is Kevin Zimick. I'm a local business owner here in Cambridge, Ontario, and I'm thrilled to be a part of the 3rd annual Gaslight District Car Show. I'm thrilled to be able to say that I've participated for all 3 years that the show has been on, and I was one of the founding members, not an organizer, but somebody who said that they would bring some of the cars they're fortunate enough to own to at least be kind of the seed to get the show started. Myself and Faisal and Chad and a few guys here were able to get kind of the first 25 cars, get it off the ground, and it has been fantastic ever since. What a great event. So it's varied in different times and different years, but I'm fortunate and blessed enough to have a pretty decent car collection, and this year I got a pretty significant variance of cars. First and foremost, my 2006 Ford GT, which is a car that, for viewers of the Cruise TV Canada may know, I was in 2 seasons ago and really enjoyed that experience. So brought that car out. It has an older, younger brother, which is a 2018 Ford GT, same black and silver. I brought a number of different Porsche 911s, a GT3, GT3 RS ST, and a Sport Classic, as well as my little, my Italian Bellas behind me here. So what a beautiful day to support a beautiful event and sharing car culture. I love car culture and the people around it. So I mentioned earlier about having the younger brother on my 06 Ford GT, and this is a 2018 Ford GT in the exact same color scheme as my 06. Very unique car. There's only about 1,200 of them made. It's 647 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, full carbon body, and some really unique things about it. For example, the seat doesn't move. You move the entire instrument panel towards you. So really unique. I think it is very unique presence on the road. And I love it. Very, very blessed to own it as a Ford dealer locally. Being able to represent my brand with a car of this ilk and performance caliber. Very blessed to have it, to enjoy it. One of my biggest thrills, being somebody who is involved in car culture, is the fact that for the longest time, when I was younger, I was on the outside looking in. I started off driving a 1986 Ford Tempo L 5-speed and a Honda Civic, and I would come to shows like this. Well, I wouldn't see cars like this very often because people didn't take them out. And one thing that's changed since I've been blessed enough to work hard and collect cars like this is to realize, A, it is possible to own cars like this one day if you haven't come very much. And B, the great news is the people who do own cars like this take the time to bring them out and share them, and they thrive them. drive your cars, they don't melt.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Cruise TV Canada. If you would like to feature your car, event, or automotive business in future episodes, please reach out to us on our Instagram. Until next time, I'm your host, Stephanie Astoria, and we hope to see you cruising in the open road.